Welcome to Gist Dish TV, your ultimate gist corner. Before we dive into this Nollywood revelation, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and settle in. This one is packed with tension, drama, and behind-the-scenes moments that fans have been dying to know about. It all started during the production of a highly anticipated movie in Lagos. Sonia Uche and Dima-Okojie were cast in lead roles that demanded not just skill but raw emotion. Sonia, known for her calm and calculated approach, and Aini, fearless and expressive, were tasked with portraying women from entirely different worlds, one reserved and introspective, the other outspoken and bold. The chemistry between them on set was electric, but not the kind that could be predicted or controlled. From the very first day, people noticed the tension. It wasn't conflict, but a sort of charged energy that made every interaction feel intense. During the early morning rehearsals, Sonia would stand silently analyzing every move, every word, while Aini moved fluidly, commanding attention with every gesture. The contrast was striking, and some crew members feared clashes. But what happened instead was unexpected. Sonia and Aini began observing each other closely. Every critique, every suggestion from the director became an opportunity to test boundaries. Sonia's precision met Aini's spontaneity, and each began to respect the other's approach. There were subtle moments that staff couldn't ignore, the way Sonia would step aside just slightly to let Aini shine during a scene, and how Aini would occasionally wait for Sonia to finish a line before adding her own improvisation. The late-night shoots were where things truly shifted. Hours after filming ended, both actresses would linger in their trailers, discussing scenes in painstaking detail. It started as a professional effort, but soon became personal. Sonia confided about moments when she felt underappreciated in the industry, times she had to hide frustration behind a smile, and how exhausting it was to constantly maintain a composed image. Aini, known for her fearlessness, shared her own battles, the constant pressure to be perfect, the criticism she endured for speaking her mind, and the personal sacrifices she made for her career. Those conversations were intense, sometimes stretching for hours. Some crew members whispered that the two actresses were bonding in a way that could either make or break them. But instead of breaking, they seemed to elevate each other. Sonia, who had always been cautious, began to experiment with her performances, taking bold risks inspired by Aini's fearlessness. Aini, in turn, discovered a patience she rarely tapped into, learning to observe and plan more carefully thanks to Sonia's guidance. Tensions inevitably surfaced, as is common when strong personalities collide. There were moments of disagreement, a misinterpreted line, a debated emotion, or a difference in approach to a scene. During one particularly heated shoot, the director had to step in. Aini wanted to improvise a dialogue that would change the emotional tone of a scene, but Sonia insisted on sticking to the script. Voices were raised, tempers flared, and for a moment, the atmosphere felt like it might collapse. But later, when the cameras were off, they confronted the tension directly. Instead of letting it fester, they talked, honestly, openly, without hiding behind politeness. By the end of the night, what could have been a fracture became a foundation. They realized that their differences didn't divide them, they complemented each other. From that point, their interactions carried a new weight, a mixture of respect, challenge, and unspoken understanding. Outside of the set, their bond deepened in ways few could see. Private meetings, unannounced coffee sessions, and late-night video calls became routine. Sonia shared frustrations she had never revealed publicly, heartbreaks, professional setbacks, and moments when she questioned her place in Nollywood. Aini reciprocated with her own stories of betrayal, challenges navigating contracts, and instances when she felt isolated despite fame. Fans noticed subtle hints online. Coordinated fashion at separate events, cryptic captions hinting at "someone who understands me," and mutual praise in interviews sparked speculation. The internet began to buzz with theories about their relationship. Some thought it was rivalry, others suggested it was strategic collaboration. But those close to the actresses knew it was something far deeper, a connection forged in shared struggles and mutual recognition. Their professional synergy became undeniable during the filming of emotional scenes. Sonia's subtle expressions and Aini's bold delivery created moments that left even the crew speechless. There was one scene involving confrontation and betrayal, where Sonia's restrained delivery made Aini's outbursts feel explosive yet grounded. Staff later admitted that watching them perform was like witnessing a storm and a calm sea collide in perfect harmony. Drama didn't just happen on screen, it extended behind the scenes. During a promotional event, a misunderstanding between producers led to tension over billing order. Sonia, usually diplomatic, hesitated to speak up, while Aini's direct approach created a visible conflict. Cameras captured body language, whispers, and stares, and the footage leaked online. For days, fans debated whether the actresses were feuding. Inside sources confirmed that instead of letting the incident escalate, they addressed it privately, reinforcing their bond instead of weakening it. Their relationship became a masterclass in balance. Sonia provided restraint, focus, and introspection. Aini contributed energy, audacity, and intuition. They challenged each other, held each other accountable, and pushed each other to excel. Crew members admitted that their combined presence changed the dynamics on set, making every scene more intense, every performance sharper, and every interaction unpredictable yet compelling. The tension reached a public climax during a major awards night. Both actresses were nominated in separate categories. Backstage, the air was thick with nerves and anticipation. Sonia, usually composed, fidgeted slightly, while Aini, typically bold, appeared unusually contemplative. They exchanged private smiles, words of encouragement, and subtle gestures of reassurance. When Aini's name was announced as a winner, Sonia's reaction was instinctive, loud, proud, unreserved support that left cameras capturing one of the most authentic moments of the night. That moment cemented the public perception of their relationship. Fans began calling them a power duo, not just for their talent but for the way they supported, challenged, and elevated each other. They appeared together at workshops, mentoring younger actresses, and became advocates for collaboration in an industry notorious for rivalry. Despite public attention, they were careful. They protected the integrity of their bond, understanding that their connection was rare and delicate. Gossip, speculation, and online commentary were shrugged off. They focused on trust, mutual respect, and shared goals. Their private meetings continued, unannounced appearances, late-night discussions, and joint planning sessions. Each step reinforced a bond that had survived tension, rivalry, and public scrutiny. Months later, the impact of their collaboration was visible. Their performances received praise, not just individually but for the energy they created together. Interviews highlighted their professionalism and synergy, and industry insiders described them as the most dynamic partnership in Nollywood at the moment. Their influence went beyond acting. They became role models for how women in the industry could rise without undermining one another. Throughout this period, drama remained a constant undercurrent. Set disagreements, contrasting approaches, public scrutiny, and internal pressures tested them repeatedly. But each time, they emerged stronger. The friction that could have destroyed careers instead became fuel for growth, pushing both Sonia and Aini to new heights creatively and professionally. Fans who followed every move began to understand that this was more than friendship or strategy. It was a powerful alliance, forged through tension, challenge, and uncompromising honesty. The combination of Sonia's meticulous precision and Aini's daring audacity created not just exceptional performances but a narrative of resilience, solidarity, and the hidden struggles behind the glamour of Nollywood. By the end of the year, their collaboration had changed perceptions. Producers, directors, and younger actors observed how two strong personalities could coexist, challenge each other, and create magic without destruction. Fans, initially skeptical, celebrated their bond as a model of trust, respect, and shared ambition. Even the media, which had tried to spin every disagreement into a feud, had no choice but to acknowledge the depth and authenticity of their connection. Sonia Uche and Dima-Okojie had rewritten the rules. They had proven that drama, tension, and conflict didn't need to destroy relationships, they could build them. They showed that two women, powerful in their own right, could elevate each other, challenge each other, and thrive together, creating unforgettable performances and moments both on and off the camera. Before you go, remember to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and stay locked in with Gist Dish TV. The industry is full of surprises, and this is only the beginning.